A major turning point in the West Asia war. In a significant escalation, Iran has shot down two US warplanes, one in Iran and another near the Strait of Hormuz, marking a rare and a very serious blow to the American air dominance. While two pilots have been rescued in a high-risk operation, one remains missing as of now. Iran is reportedly searching for him too and has even announced a bounty on his head. On that, we have a breaking update coming in. The search and the rescue efforts for the missing crew member of the downed F-15 fighter jet entered the second day today, as both the United States and the Iranian authorities are scrambling to find the missing pilot. Yesterday, one of the two pilots was rescued. However, the second crew member has not been accounted for as of now. In fact, that's the latest as far as both the United States and the Iranian authorities looking and scrambling to find the missing pilot is concerned. Remember, yesterday one of the pilots was rescued. However, as far as the second crew member is concerned, he has till now not been accounted for. But we could be witnessing a major turning point in the West Asia war. In a significant escalation, Iran, remember, yesterday shot down two US warplanes. One was in Iran and another near the Strait of Hormuz. Let me get you more perspective on this and go across to my colleague Rishabh, who's been tracking all the details. Rishabh, US and Iran are scrambling to find the missing pilot. Iran has also kept a bounty on his head. 36 hours and counting. He has not been found.
Well, definitely. See, day before yesterday, the claim came in from the Iranian authorities that one F-15, presumably F-15E plane, has been shot down and the pilot has been taken into captivity. This is something that the claim came in from the Iranian authorities via their state-run media, Tasnim News. After that, the Pentagon did acknowledge that yes, one plane has been shot down and one pilot has been rescued. Out of the two crew members, one has been rescued. The search for other continues. Now the major thing is, does Iran have that pilot in its custody? Not known. Does the US know the whereabouts? Definitely not, because the search and rescue operations are still on, which showcases that US does not know where exactly the missing pilot is. It's been almost 36 to 37 hours since the search operations are on. The choppers were seen looking for the pilot in the region as well. As of now, the fate of the second pilot is yet not known.
Absolutely, because the fighter jet has been shot down, the pilot is missing, and this is very significant because US military had not had a jet shot down by enemy fire in more than 20 years. The last time it happened was in 2003 during the Iraq war. Stay on with us, Rishabh. We have another breaking update coming in. We're learning that as of now, at this point in time, US forces are bombing areas in the southwest of the country where their missing pilot is believed to have been located. So that is quite important, as the search and rescue operation that is currently underway is what we are learning. And amid that, we are learning that US is bombing several areas in the southwest of the country where the missing pilot is believed to be have been located. As we told you, that the fighter jet has been shot down, one in Iran and one in near the Strait of Hormuz. And this is quite significant because US military had not had a jet shot down by the enemy fire in more than 20 years. The last time it happened was in 2003 during the Iraq war. In fact, there are several statements that are coming to the fore that the missing pilot has been located. This is one of the statements that reports of the second USAF aircrew member rescued is an answer to all our prayers. I honor the bravery of our search and rescue team and our special forces. I hope no casualty, and I salute the F-15E weapon system officer who put their survival skill to work in a very dangerous and harrowing situation. This is quite important because not just the United States but Iran was also looking for this missing weapon system officer as far as the F-15 fighter jet is concerned. They also announced a bounty on his head. The search and operation was underway, and now on the second day there are several claims that are coming to the fore that a particular pilot has been found, and this is why that has been made by Representative Don Becken. Let me go back to my colleague Rishabh, who's been tracking all the details. Rishabh, this is very important because we're learning that the pilot has been located and US forces are currently bombing several areas in the southwest of Iran. Give us more details on this.
Well, definitely. See, the pounding of southwestern Iran continues. US is bombing this area suggesting that they will, go all guns open on Iran. The 48 hours from now on is what Donald Trump said the lease that had been given to Iran would end as well. But having said that, Kasia, what is important here is the missing pilot. As of now, if the missing pilot is not in custody of Iran and US does not know the whereabouts of the missing pilot, where the missing pilot is, and that remains the major focal point right now. Whoever gets that missing pilot first will have an edge. If US gets the missing pilot first, they'll go back home, and the pounding will continue, the war will continue, because given the situation, none of the sides are ready to blink. But if Iran successfully captures the missing pilot alive, again, the operative part, Iran catches the missing pilot alive, that will change the course of the whole war.
Definitely.
Yes, in 2003, there was a jet that was shot down during the Iraq war, but the pilot was not taken into custody. This would be the first time in the 21st century that an American pilot would be taken into custody by an enemy during a combat, and that is something that will change the fate of the war. The moment Iran gives the proof of life and suggests and proves that they have an American war pilot in their custody, this war would end, is something that many experts suggest. Now, the race that US and Iran have is not who bombs more, is now who gets the pilot first.
Absolutely, because both the United States and Iranian authorities, they are looking for this pilot. And let me get you more clarity, because there are claims coming in from the United States that they have located the pilot. But as you also mentioned, Rishabh, if in case Iran captures the pilot, it could lead to a hostage-like situation and turn the war more volatile. So we'll wait for the official confirmation from the White House as far as the location of the pilot is concerned. Let me tell you more about the fighter jet that has been downed in the last 24 hours. The first one, as we told you, is F-15E jet was shot down. In Iran, the location is not known, but as we know, as of now, US is bombing the southwestern area of Iran, where the pilot has been located. Then two rescue choppers went to that area to find the missing pilot. They were also hit. And after that, near the Strait of Hormuz, A-10 combat aircraft was also shot down. But in this particular situation, the pilot was safely taken out of that situation. So two warplanes, as far as US is concerned, they were hit in the last 24 hours. Out of the three pilots, two have been rescued. But as far as one pilot is concerned, he is in Iran. The hunt is on to locate him. The Iranian authorities, they have announced bounty on his head as well. So as my colleague also mentioned, that it remains to be seen which side really finds him first. And we are now in the final hours before a possible escalation in the West Asia war. The clock is ticking, and the next few hours could decide whether this conflict spirals into a full-blown crisis. A day after Iran shot down two American jets, US President Donald Trump has taken to social media with a stark reminder for Iran. He had, remember, given Iran 10 days to make a deal, and that was deadline was given on April 26th. The ultimatum was that Iran must open the Strait of Hormuz and they must accept the peace deal as well. That deadline will be expiring tomorrow. And before that, Donald Trump has warned that if there is no deal within the next 48 hours, all hell will rain down on Iran. So that's a big warning that Donald Trump has given. And on that, we have a breaking update coming in. Only a few hours remain before that deadline expires. If Iran does not open the Strait of Hormuz or agree to a deal, Donald Trump has said that he will start bombing the energy infra there in Iran. Now, as a warning now, US has already started bombing key infra. In the latest, the capital city of Tehran has been targeted. Donald Trump has also taken to social media to post a 1-minute-long video of the attack that you can see there on the screen. He has said, and I quote, many of the Iran's military leaders who have led them poorly and unwisely have been terminated, along with much else, with this massive strike in Tehran. This is what Donald Trump has posted on social media. In fact, that is the video on the screen that he has posted. Let me go back to my colleague Rishabh, who's been tracking all the details. Rishabh, do tell us more about the deadline, the ultimatum that Donald Trump had given on April 26 for the 10 days, asking Iran to make a deal and also reopen the Strait of Hormuz. But we are seeing that despite that, Iran... take us through how Iran has reacted to this ultimatum, the reminder that Donald Trump has now given.
Well, Akasha, what we're given to understand, and Iran has rejected the 48-hour ultimatum, calling it nervous and desperate call by United States. So Iran definitely is not going to blink. Iran knows that they have taken an edge in this war. 37 days. Sustaining 37 days itself for Iran looks like a victory against the United States, given that as of now, boots are not on ground. As of now, U.S. does not have anything concrete to showcase that they are winning. As of now, U.S. Air Force have sustained huge losses, AWACS, air-to-air refuelers, jet planes, jet fighters, and even one missing pilot. That gives Iran a huge edge over United States, and hence Iran understand that as this is not the time to back down, and this is not the time to go ahead and negotiate. The main point remains: Iran has put forward a 6-point agenda. Iran wants U.S. to discuss on those lines. Strait of Hormuz need to come to Iran as a sovereign right, security guarantee from United States and other world powers. Third, which is very important, continuation of their ballistic missile program. Fourth, the compensation for the losses that Iran has incurred because of the quote-unquote U.S. invasion of Tehran and other places.
Absolutely. In fact, Donald Trump has given an ultimatum to reopen the Strait of Hormuz and make a deal. But Iran has, as you also pointed out, Rishabh, they have rejected the helpless and the nervous deadline. That deadline expires tomorrow. Let me once again take you through the video that has been posted by Donald Trump on social media, reminding Iran of the deadline that is going to expire. In fact, in this video, we are not sure which area this is, but as Donald Trump has mentioned that this is the capital city of Tehran, that, remember, has been under attack in the last 1 month. The first attack was on the residence of the supreme leader of Iran, and now there on the screen you can see another attack, a massive attack, as we can see there in Tehran, the capital city of Iran. In fact, not just the capital city, we're learning, but other areas have also been attacked in Iran, even as the US assured that the world that the energy and the power plants would not be targeted. The areas around Iran's nuclear power plant, they were struck for the fourth time yesterday since this war started. Iran's Atomic Energy Organization has confirmed that one of the plant's employee was killed in this attack. It is very important to remember that this particular power plant, nuclear power plant, is Iran's only operational civilian nuclear facility built by Russia and officially handed to Iran in September of 2013. Now, as far as the radiation leak is concerned, the International Atomic Energy Agency has confirmed that there has been no radiation level that has been detected so far. But this raises a lot of concern because this particular nuclear power plant is near the Persian Gulf, and if there is any radiation leak, then this would affect other Gulf countries as well. And we have another breaking update coming in. There has been a massive explosion. In fact, the fighter jet activity was also witnessed over Isfahan. Isfahan has also become a key target as far as the war is concerned. The city has was also attacked, remember, in June last year. And now in the recent weeks, US and Israeli forces have carried out several missile and drone attacks on the city and the surroundings as well. They've hit the military bases, the weapon depots, industrial sites, and the large nuclear technology complex near this particular city. And once again, we can see that this has also come under attack. Rishabh, do tell us more about several attacks that US has done in the last few hours. Tehran, the capital city of Iran, has been attacked. The nuclear power plant, the only civilian nuclear power plant there in Iran, that has also come under attack. And the very important city of Isfahan, that particular city was also on the target. Take us through the details. All right, we'll try and reconnect that line with my colleague Rishabh, but as far as the city of Isfahan is concerned, it is one of the main hubs for uranium processing and nuclear-related research. And in the latest, we're learning that multiple explosions and fighter jet activity was witnessed over Isfahan. So let me take you through what has happened in the last 24 hours as far as Iran is concerned. Their nuclear power plant, the city of Isfahan, the capital city of Iran, that is Tehran, it has come under attack. And this is very important because this is coming just few hours ahead of the deadline that is going to expire. On April 26, Donald Trump had warned Iran that if the Strait of Hormuz is not opened and if the peace deal is not made, then he will be attacking the energy infra. That particular deadline will be expiring tomorrow. And ahead of that, we can see multiple attacks there in Iran, in the capital city of Iran, that is Tehran, in Isfahan, and also in Bushehr nuclear power plant that is quite close to the Persian Gulf. And if there is any radiation leak, then it is not just going to affect Iran but also other Gulf countries as well, and that is why it has perhaps raised a lot of concern.